Hello there, this is HD Ingles, and I'm going to experiment today. Well, sort of, for an old guy walking across the street, sometimes an experiment. Anyway, I'm going to wing it, no teleprompter. So if I mess up too badly, you'll never see this. At any rate, tell you another thing in my youth, as it were, long time ago. I've told you before about friend of mine, Gary, that I used to run around with. We were friends for years. We enlisted together and all that. We used to walk to and from junior high school. And during that time, we would talk, but many of those talks went downhill to arguments. I mean, when you're 14, arguing about things is pretty darned important. Well, the argument, or one of the many arguments we had it quite frequently, was Fords and Chevrolets. I liked Chevrolets. I think one of the reasons is I thought they were prettier than Fords. Well, it's more than one reason, isn't it? The other thing is the dinosaur show. See the USA in your Chevrolet? She was sort of cute and appealing, and I guess it made me like Chevrolet, so I don't know. Jerry, on the other hand, was a Ford fan. That's Ford V8 fan, not present Ford. The argument was a tough one for me because we started it, let's see, 1953, I was 53, I'm pretty sure. We'd argue like crazy about which is prettier, which is this, which is that. But the one cursed thing I couldn't beat him on, and it was a biggie, was the Chevrolet Inline 6 versus a Ford V8. The V8 had it all the way. I'd tap dance and argue, but 53 and in 54, same thing. But it finally came to pass, 1955. Chevrolet came out with the hottest little V8 on the planet. It was breaking records, 0 to 60, 50 to 80, you name it. It was the hottest car, at least family car, as it were, on the road. Damn, a cigarette. Hold on. Okay. I had him cold on the new Chevy V8. And he sort of backed, well, he had to back off, didn't he? At any rate, we would probably still argue, but I was in the driver's seat for a couple of years. Now, time passed, and my second eldest sister, Winona, died in the year 2000. And I went to Huntington, West Virginia for the funeral. Well, apparently Jerry's mother had died a bit before that, and he was back in town to see about her house and the property and all of that. Don't ask me because I don't know, but somehow we encountered each other. Huh. I hadn't seen him in years. So one afternoon, my wife Carolyn and I, and Jerry and his wife Carol, met at a little tavern, had a couple, three maybe, drinks together. Spent a couple, 3 hours talking. Well, for once, and probably my entire life, in a 2 or 3 hour period, I talk more than my wife. I mean, that's a letter day right there. At any rate, we had a good time talking about all the stupid things we did when we were boys, that type of thing. Nothing really world shaking, but it was fun to reminisce. Now, what's funny about all of this is we left together. We went to the parking lot together. And guess what? Jerry and his wife got in a Chevrolet, and I got in a Ford. It's, I can't explain it except that's just the way it was. Well, I went it, and I'm going to let her rip. So if you're unfortunate enough, you may watch this thing. That's all for now. This is HD Ingles.